Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on euro currency. So in general, performance that we've got yesterday mostly was expected, as we talked about this in the weekly report, particularly speaking about 106.90 support area. And this was some kind of the, line between the potential bullish and bearish confirmation. So we said if you would like to go long, although that was not our preferable scenario, you could try consider this area for potential taking long position, because we have kind of the reverse hand and shoulder shape on the lower time frame, and vice versa. So if you like to go short, it would be better to see the breakout of this level and this market going lower to the lows. In this case, we could take a look and possibly taking the short position. All this stuff mostly is based on the weekly pattern. And it's actually a weekly chart that we talked about. Recall that this performance that we have on the daily is in fact some kind of the indecision candle on the weekly chart. And mostly direction will depend on the extreme points of this candle. It's market breaking it down, it means downside continuation. Break up, it means some kind of the larger maybe ABCD or something of that sort. The particular, the trigger for our prediction yesterday was the Christine Lagarde speech that was surprisingly hawkish, although currently it's 50-50 concerning the next rate changes, 3.75 or up to 4%. Now many big whales start talking that probably will be 3.75. But Christine Lagarde said that inflation is too high and we're actually commitment on the fighting it and intends to, rise the rate. So that was a bit more hawkish that market actually could expect, and that has triggered short-term rally on the euro currency. In particular, if you would like to, you could read the speech in our Telegram channel. So we have yesterday made an update. Once the news had been released, we put it in the Telegram so you could find it. Actually the rally has happened precisely when the market was testing 106.90 area. So that's why if you have taken a long position currently, you probably should have already the break-even stop. So meantime, overall performance here is a bit tricky, and I'm not sure that we will get upward continuation. Today, as you know, the Bank of Australia surprisingly has increased rates once again. And this speech of the Christine Lagarde seems positive until the moment when you will see that Fed also will rise rate in June. And that's really possible, and that's why we think that upward performance here will be limited on intraday chart. So reaction, yes, we have reaction, but it is actually held by the anticipation that Fed also could rise the rate. And from that standpoint, since based on the overall technical picture, mostly we stand in the bearish type of action, I would consider some patterns that might be formed in nearest time. And I think that we still could keep in mind the possible 105 area, 105, 105.30. This actually lows that suggest performance on the weekly chart. So here's actually what we have. On the 4-hour time frame chart, take a look. That might be the butterfly to the downside. The right wing could be different. So for example, market still could move slightly higher, maybe, but the pattern could be formed. And its target, take a look, 105.46, which is very close to 105 lows. It's falling to the suggestion performance on the weekly chart. On the hourly chart, the bounce up from this level on the Christine Lagarde speech seems really nice and fast, but take a look, it's fading very fast. So here is actually no continuation of that, it's just minor first reaction. From that standpoint, if you have the long position here, it's no problem. Just move stops to the break-even, and then you could do everything that you would like to. Book the result or wait maybe for another second extension to the upside as I draw here in the picture. For the bears, currently you could keep in mind the butterfly, but it has to remain valid if you would like to take the short position. It means that price should not move out of this top to keep the butterfly valid. From that standpoint, your task is to take a position as closer to the top as possible. And that's the reason why I think that we could wait a bit and see whether this will be some kind of the ABCD action to the upside that could give us regardless triple to sell. If it will happen, then we could get much better entry points with a very small risk. So for instance, if we'll take position around 107.60, so our stop will be 107.85, so it's 25 pips for the stop. So it's just will be a great opportunity. Alternatively, if we will not get this upper direction, the market start dropping, we could consider taking the short position on the way down when the market will take out of these lows and break the 618 level finally. Then on minor pullback, we could consider taking the short position. That's actually two most obvious scenarios that bears right now could follow. Well, of course, you could even jump in right there, but in this case, your stop has to be above this area and will be not very comfortable. Well, that's why I think that currently it still makes sense to see what will happen. That's approximately the patterns that we could consider in the current moment.